Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove your turn signal housing on a Honda Odyssey. If you're looking how to just replace the turn signal bulb, I have a separate video on how to do that, and I will put a link to that in the description below. So this video is actually just how to remove the housing itself and get it off of the vehicle. I am going to show you how to access it, leaving the bumper on the vehicle and coming around from the side and getting to the back side of it. But because it's so tight, it's going to be difficult for me to film that way. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take the bumper off, and I'm going to show it with the bumper off so I can film it better for you guys. But you should be able to do it with leaving the bumper on the car. It's going to be a little tight, it's going to be a little more difficult, but you'll probably save some time by not removing the bumper. So first, go ahead and take your wheel, and you want to turn it to the inside to give you the most amount of room possible to do this. Then take a Phillips screwdriver, and we're going to remove these two screws right here. And this bottom screw here, sometimes you go and turn it and it doesn't want to thread out. So all you need to do is, while you're turning it, put pressure on the fender liner right here on the inside. Put pressure on it and kind of pull back on the bumper, and that will get the screw to start threading out. And then we're just going to pull this bumper back a little bit, and we're going to get our hand between the bumper and the fender liner, and we're just going to peel back on the fender liner. And then from here, you can gain access to the back side of your fog light and then also your turn signal. If you need a little bit extra room, you can crawl underneath the bumper, and you can see where there's a bolt threaded through the bumper and into the fender liner here. You can go around the outside here and take out that bolt there. It's just use a 10mm socket. And also there's just a plastic clip here, which I show how to remove those in my bumper removal videos, and I'll link to that description below. And then also that bolt there, and that'll allow you to kind of flap this whole fender liner back if you need extra room. It might not hurt because it's kind of, like I said, it's kind of tight in here to do what I'm about to show you with the bumper off. But you can gain access. It's up to you if you want to take the bumper off to do this, or if you just want to come through here. And you can even take the wheel off too. That'll give you even more room. But it's all up to you, how difficult you want to make this. But yeah, now I'll skip ahead and I'll show you after I take the bumper off and how to get the rest of this assembly apart. Alright, now that we have the bumper off, we can see the back side of the turn signal and then also the fog light here. This is going to come off as an assembly. These are housed in this black bezel right here. So this is going to come off together, and then we'll flip it around, and then we can individually remove either the turn signal or the fog light. And even though these come out as an assembly, if you do need to order these, they don't come together. So you're either each going to come individually. So each one of these has its own part number, along with the cover around the side here on the front that covers your turn signal and fog light. And I'll link to everything and have part numbers of different stuff that you might need when doing this job. But let's go ahead and get this off. And to do that, we're going to remove this Phillips screw right here, up here, and over here on the side. And then from here, you can see that there is a little tab right there in the middle. We're just going to take a flathead screwdriver, and we're going to go underneath that tab. So we're going to go underneath it, between the tab and this bezel, and then we're just going to twist our screwdriver. And then while we do that, we're going to pull out on the bezel with the other hand, and it releases it from the bumper. And from here, you can get around to remove each one of these without taking these wires off, but because it's restricting here for the filming and everything, and if you do have to remove your bezel, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take this whole wiring harness off of here and kind of show you how we disassemble the whole thing. So to get the wiring harness off, we're going to turn it around, and you can see these little pins here. You can either take needle nose, you can take your fingers, or a flathead screwdriver and push on the tabs. But you just need to basically pinch them while putting a little bit of pressure on them, and it pulls it through. So I'll do now with this flathead. So I'm kind of pulling out on the bezel, so I'm putting a little tension on the wire while I'm doing this. And take your flathead and press on these, and it just kind of sucks it right through the hole there. So the wires here, these clips are off, and then we're just going to go ahead and plug everything. Just push on these tabs right here, pull out. Same with this one, push on the tab, pull out. If we flip it around here, now we can see the turn signal here has these Phillips screws. We just take these out. Once you take those out, it just lifts right out. You can replace it. Same with the fog light. Take those out, it just comes right out. It's real easy. But that's it, guys. It's basically how you remove this. If you need to remove this bezel here, it's kind of the same thing. Just pry on this tab there, these tabs, while pushing it out, and it'll just fall through. But that's it. That's how you remove your fog light and your turn signal. Thanks for watching.